Look. Seems he was some kind of shogunate big shot. Yes. I'm guessing this is Izo's handiwork. A single strike to the throat is his calling card. His hideout must be close by. I'm sure of it. Probably that abandoned temple. Will you help me put a stop to Izo's madness? Let's wait until dark. He's sure to come crawling back to his hidey hole then. Right, let's go. You remember what Katsu told us? To those who oppose the shogunate, killings like those are divine punishment. How is this country supposed to contend with the Westerners when our own people endlessly slaughter one another? I still don't know exactly what the new Japan will look like. But one thing is certain. We'll never get anywhere if we keep fighting like this amongst ourselves. How long has it been since we first crossed paths? Since we met, so many people have died. And more than a few by our own hands. We're here. Let's look for Izo. Take a look at this. A bullet. I don't know any enemy of the shogunate who would use a pistol. This has to belong to Izo. I don't think he's here now, but if we wait long enough... I've been thinking for a while about what Master Shoin wanted us to do. Genzui and Izo both claim to have taken on Master Shoin's mantle. But, well, you know how that's turned out. But I haven't taken the same path as them. Why do you think that is? You might be right. When Genzui raised an army in Kyoto, he didn't have Katsura. And Izo, he's always been alone. The true difference is that I've met people worth listening to, who've given me the chance to change and move forward. I'm lucky to have you and Katsu. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. If I hadn't met you in that cave in Yokohama, I might have ended up like Izo. That's music to my ears. Now I'm ready for anything. I just can't imagine my life if we hadn't met. Anyway, seems like Izo still isn't back. You should grab some sleep. I'll wake you when he comes.
I knew it. If Ryoma came, I knew you'd be with him. The world is supposed to change if I just keep getting. But how much longer? How much more do I have to do this? I wonder. Will it make me feel better to kill you? What am I doing? Where did I go wrong? If I had someone like you, maybe I could help too. At last, my turn has come to be cut down. I'm no different to you in that we both have killed. When was it that I chose the wrong path? Please, don't let Ryoma be dragged down by dirty work. He is meant for much greater things than merely cutting down foes. More blood will be shed on this land. Keep Ryoma safe with your blade, lest he suffer my fate.
Sorry I left you. I wanted to be the one to settle things with Izo. And I really didn't want you to have to dirty your hands. But you had to step in and save the day anyway. I'm sorry, truly. It won't happen again. We're in this together. And I won't let you down. Let me bury Izo alone. I think it's what he would have wanted. You should head back first. 上等だ。
Sorry for the trouble. なめてんのか。 You. Why are you here? You don't look like you've come for a fight. Let me guess. The folks from Shoshu lost, so now you've got nowhere to turn. No matter. Lord Katamori here was just telling me what needs to be done next. Stay where you are.
Kyoto is in quite a state. I'm sure I need not tell you. The city is still licking its wounds, and the people suffer amidst widespread chaos. I want the Shinsengumi to begin patrolling the city. You must keep the peace and assuage the people's fears. Understood?
Yes, sir. The Shinsengumi will prove, beyond a doubt, that the Shogunate's authority is alive and well in Kyoto.
Good.
You've got some skill. If we're no longer enemies, prove it by helping with our patrols. Wise choice. Toshi, any complaints?
I don't trust them, but I respect any decision you make.
Then let's start our patrols early tomorrow morning. This is where we prove the Shinsengumi's true worth. We must live up to the task at all costs.
So you came.
Ah, you came. We're going to split into several teams and patrol the city. You'll come with me. Let's move out! Lord Katamori has high hopes for the Shinsengumi. Failure is not an option. Be on the lookout for lawless men.
I hear that thieving Ronin are going around swindling the people of Kyoto and causing all sorts of trouble.
When public order is disturbed, public minds soon follow.
Just wait till I get my hands on those vermin. It'll take no time at all.
That's the spirit, Nakakura. Let all Kyoto know that the Shinsengumi is here.
Stop that! You don't have to be so cruel!
Our mission is to keep the peace. And only understand the blade.
This way.
You did it! Oh, thank you so much!
Oh, the Imperial City has fallen.
Many temples burned in the last war, but Nishihonganji appears to still be standing.
Oh, it's the Shinsengumi. We feel so much safer with you patrolling our streets.
Happy to serve. You know, when I hear things like that, I feel ready to take on anything.
Let all remain vigilant to the last.
Damn it. Kondo and Hijikata, let's get out of here!
Halt! Tyrants! Identify yourselves!
They don't seem like your ordinary thugs. Get and I will look into this. Okay by you, Kondo?
Please do. Meanwhile, We'll head back to Mibo and report to Lord Katamori. This way.
Captain, we need reinforcements. We've got sumo wrestlers going on a rampage over there.
Wrestlers, huh? Well, what can you do? Let's go! Just ahead.
We're gonna fight through. Prepare to get flattened.
All disturbers of the peace will be punished. That's enough patrolling for one day. I'll go report to Lord Katamori.
Ah, Kondo. Welcome back. How was the first day of patrols?
We rounded up some Ronin up to no good. As well as some rowdy, drunken sumo wrestlers.
Sounds like you're already seeing results. I expect no less from the mighty Shinsengumi.
There is one thing I found concerning. A gang that fled the moment they saw us.
They saw our faces and knew who we were. I wonder if they could be Serizawa's people.
Serizawa. I've heard nasty rumors about that one. You might very well be right.
Kamo Serizawa, a powerful member of the Shinsengumi. He leads the Ronin of Mito and acts independently of us. He's always been prone to misconduct. It wouldn't be a surprise if he was up to no good. Kondo and I aren't particularly well known. So if they knew who we were, that narrows down the list of their potential identities considerably.
Serizawa is a member of the Shinsengumi. We'll need solid proof if we're to question him.
All right. I'm leaving this to you, Kondo. You are the Shinsengumi's captain, after all. Its reputation is in your hands.
Yes, sir.
What the hell happened here? Looks like these men were still breathing pretty recently. This doesn't bode well for Katsura. We need to find him now. Right. I'll start over there. So much of the town has been burned down. So many homes. We're meant to be fighting for a better country, but this is anything but.
Found you at last. Say your prayers!
That takes care of that. Now then, let's ask our friend here what that was about.
Thank the stars. Glad it was you two who showed up.
Katsura, I had a feeling that was you. What are you doing in that getup? The Choshu men feared the worst.
I've been looking into the Shogunate's next moves, but I've let down my comrades by not being able to fight with them. Genzui especially. It wasn't for nothing though. I got my hands on some vital information. The Shogunate are going to send in a force to deal with the Choshu soon.
The Shogunate is making a move. They're seizing their chance to take the Choshu out once and for all.
Indeed. And they're expecting the Satsuma to provide the best part of the force.
Them again? But weren't they planning to revolt against the government?
Well, the Satsuma are making a show of compliance to the Shogunate, which will spell the end of the Choshu. Any bright ideas?
You know, I've always wondered why the Choshu and Satsuma don't just make an alliance. You're the only ones with enough power to bring about change in this country. If you joined forces, you'd be unstoppable.
You're not wrong. It would be incredible. Could it be done? But the Satsuma and Choshu are sworn enemies. We cannot simply form an alliance.
That's right. Focus on the past and you lose sight of the future. To make a real change, you're going to have to make some hard choices.
I see what you're saying. Then we should ride to Kiyomizu-dera Temple. Takamori Saigo of the Satsuma should be there at present, as far as I'm aware. He's the commander of the Satsuma forces right now. If we can persuade him, this plan might have legs. Let's meet at Kiyomizu-dera Temple!
Hey, buddy, come over here. I broke it all up.
Could I leave it to you two to broach the subject? I doubt he'll be in the mood to listen if an enemy like me shows up out of nowhere.
No problem. We'll handle this. So, Saigo's in this temple, right?
Ah, that's right. The former chief priest of this place, Gesho, was said to be close with Saigo, and I hear today is the anniversary of his death. I was told by a geisha who was client from Satsuma. Apparently he met his end during the Ansai Purge, where he and Saigo were persecuted. It won't be easy. But as long as you're sincere and make him understand that it's all in the best interest of the country, he'll come around.
Okay. Time to head inside. We'll get kicked out if we just rush in. Better to wait for the right moment. The grounds are pretty big, so we should prioritize locating Saigo.
I stand at the ready.
Time for me to shine, eh?
That was smooth.
If you're after Saigo, he's at the George.
Time to shine!
That was smooth.
So, you've been ordered to lead the expedition against Choshu. What do you intend to do, Psycho? What could Gesho advise? I wonder. Well, I'll leave you to ponder it. Some solitude may bring you clarity.
How dare anyone threaten me on this most sacred day?
Please wait! We just want to talk, not fight!
What? Take more than that to make me yield. You're no ordinary foe. And I will live for both of us. I won't die here so easily. Have at them. You're formidable. Crossing blades with someone with no intention to kill is pointless. You said you would like to speak to me. Are you telling me to ignore the Shogun's direct orders? Preposterous. There is nothing I can do.
Forget the Shogunate. I want to speak to you, not them.
It It was the Choshu who drew their swords first. And considering their behavior in Kyoto, how can we leave them be?
Look, I understand Satsuma's perspective. But have you thought about our future?
What do you mean? Change this country? What are you saying?
Saigo, deep down, I know you agree with me. There are things Satsuma can only accomplish with Choshu by its side.
You want us to march alongside our sworn enemies? I simply cannot see it.
And yet it can be so, if we should will it. But first, I should apologize. I am sorry I could not stop the conflict earlier.
Katsura of the Choshu? What are you wearing?
Oh, ignore these filthy rags. I assure you, my aspirations remain unsullied. As my associates have said, we must put aside our differences, even if it means moving heaven and earth. We must transform Japan.
Katsura, I hear you. I accept your proposal. Gesho, too, would have been glad to put an end to the bloodshed.
Then it's settled. The Choshu and Satsuma will join forces, and we shall be the ones to see it through. You know, I've heard that in the West you're meant to hold hands and shake them on occasions like this. Go on. Try it.
Saigo, I look forward to working with you.
The pleasure is mine.
Takamori Saigo, swayed by Ryoma, defies the Shogun's orders and calls off the Satsuma assault on the Choshu. This episode helps the Satsuma and Choshu draw closer, and they conclude an alliance aimed at overthrowing the shogunate.
Don't you remember what I told you back then? That I had a dream as big as the damn ocean.
This way.
Don't think you can escape us.
Catch your fate!
They don't give up easily.
Do it! Cut me down!
It's just a scratch. Don't worry.
He needs medical attention. Come on, let's go. I want to get back in the past for a start.
Sounds like a plan. This is a real mess.
After being attacked at the Terada Inn, Ryoma Sakamoto took refuge amongst the Satsuma clan.
Might not be so lucky next time. I'm going to have to leave things to you for now. I'm counting on you.
Hey, how goes it?
Did Ryoma make it away without any trouble? Sorry I couldn't be there for the send-off. Now we can't afford to ignore what happened at the Terada Inn. But we still don't know the true course of events. Kondo and Hijikata were away from Kyoto, serving the shogunate, which puts both of them out of the picture as suspects.
If the Satsuma-Choshu alliance searches for the culprit in the open, we'll only incur the wrath of the shogunate.
And that's where you come in. We want you to infiltrate the Shinsengumi and sniff out the culprit from within.
I leave the matter to Katsura's judgment.
I knew you'd be on board with the idea. You can handle yourself and adapt to the unexpected. Well, perhaps some of them already know of you, but with a little disguise, no one will notice, I'm sure. You can learn from me. Come to Nishi Honganji Temple once you're fully prepared. You need to be ready to pass the initiation. This place is being used as a Shinsengumi outpost. The arrangements for enlisting have already been made. Thanks to a Satsuma connection, they're expecting a skilled Ronin to join their ranks. You've got a Shinsengumi uniform already, haven't you? You should change into it now. Unless you can uncover who orchestrated the attack on the Tereda Inn, it won't be safe for Ryoma to come back. I know you're up to the task. The stakes are high, but I'm counting on you. That's what I like to hear. Saigo and I will be praying for your good fortune.
Ah, you must be the new recruit. I've heard much about you.
I've heard talk of your skill with the sword. But a lot of the men here like to talk big. So I'll have to see it to believe it. Have I seen you someplace? Now there's a fearsome look. I expect great things from you. Though I swear I know you from somewhere. I didn't mean anything by it. I apologize. I haven't introduced myself. Shinpachi Nagakura. And this cold fish is Hajime Saito. Saito, show the new recruit around our outpost. And make sure you put them through their paces. Make sure you listen to Saito's every word, you hear? His skill is peerless. Don't upset him or you're done for.
Good grief. Never. Dueling is strictly forbidden in the organization. Kill another member and you'll be made to turn that sword on yourself. The training facilities are just over there. Let's head in. That's Suzuki and Todo over there. They're the ones to talk to if you're interested in firearms. Here's where we train. Seems we're just in time for a session. You won't make it into the Shinsengumi without some skill at the sword. It's time to show me what you're worth. Try taking him on. Good. I have high hopes. You did well, but I'd like to see a little more. Now, I'd like you to face him. Don't disappoint me.
What's the verdict? Think they've got what it takes?
The technique is certainly interesting. Not bad at all.
Well, coming from you, I'll take that as a high compliment. Now, what say I grant them the honor of a bout with their superior?
Nagakura is in a different league from the other members you fought. Fancy your chances?
Haha! Don't you worry. No one's going to die. No need to hold back, newcomer. Throw everything at me. I yield! You're no joke.
Most intriguing. Besting Nagakura is no mean feat. Right then, follow me.
Ah, you must be the newcomer. Could you come here a moment? Sorry for interrupting. But even in this state, I thought I should at least introduce myself.
This is Soji Okida. Neither I nor Nagakura are his match in swordplay.
That's all in the past now. Now that I'm bedridden, I don't amount to anything but dead weight. If you want to improve, Saito could teach a thing or two, I'm sure. He's peerless after all.
Okita, I'll go on to the dojo. Send the new recruit over once you finish talking.
So then, why do you want to join the Shinsengumi? Oh, so you consider yourself quite capable then? I would love to have faced you. But you can see my difficulty. By the way, haven't I met you somewhere before? I seem to recall meeting someone rather like you. Oh, is it now? Well, pardon me for that strange line of inquiry. Saito's waiting, isn't he? You should get going. I'll see you later.
Let's begin. I see. I see.
I can't believe it. Saito told me that.
You're strong, that's for sure. There are few amongst our number who would be a match for you.
That is no exaggeration.
Why? You could go toe-to-toe with Kogoro Katsura or Ryoma Sakamoto. Those names must have reached your ears, I'm sure. Fine words. I hope to see you live up to them in battle.
Right. I think we can make use of the new recruit. Any objections?
Not from me.
There's someone else I'd like to introduce you to. Follow me. There's an officer I'd like you to meet, Kashitaro Ito. A man so sharp he can tell you where the world is going and exactly how it's going to get there. Suzuki. I pointed him out before. He's Ito's younger brother. He's important to know too. Leads one of our units. Now, after I introduce you to Ito, I'll speak with him in private. You are to use any means necessary to listen to our conversation. Understood? Ito, I've brought you a new recruit. Their swordsmanship rivals that of myself or Nagakura.
Well, you must truly be something to earn such praise from Saito. I am Kashitaro Ito, Shinsengumi's staff officer. The Shinsengumi is made up of the most elite warriors in Japan against the Shogun's cowardly retainers. We are as a tiger to a house cat. This country's very future will be decided by our actions. You would do well to be mindful of the power we wield. As you should. By all means, put that sword arm to use in service of our cause. I expect great things from you. By the way, Saito, can I have a word with you?
That will be all. Dismissed. Listen to our conversation from outside and make note of every word. Got that? Go. I was just asking the newcomer to train the men. Someone so skilled should be able to oversee fencing drills, I thought.
With Kondo and Hijikata absent, and Okita ailing, now's the time. No one can stop us from breaking away from the Shinsengumi.
But without us here, the enemies of the shogunate lurking in Kyoto may grow bold.
The attempt on Sakamoto at the Terada Inn failed to rouse either the Satsuma or the Choshu. We needn't worry on that account. We are gathering in Aburanokoji to discuss precisely how to break free. I expect to see you there.
We're finished. You can come out now. Fine work playing the spy. I doubt Ito noticed a thing. You must have heard it yourself, but let me state, Ito is a traitor. I'm keeping watch over him at Kondo's orders. There was an assault at the Terada Inn recently, where Ryoma Sakamoto was attacked. You hadn't heard? He recently became a bigwig in the anti-shogunate forces, prompting Ito's attempt to off him at the Terada Inn. In a nutshell, yes. There's a rumor going around that it was our work, but neither Kondo nor Hijikata were involved. Ito's true intent was to tarnish the Shinsengumi's reputation, and to ascertain the plans of the anti-shogunate forces. What we learned is that they can't afford to make any big moves right now, which led to Ito concluding the time was right for him to make his move. I'm going to rid the Shinsengumi of Ito's faction. I know you've only just enlisted, but I will need your help. Meet me at Abura no Koji. That's where we'll do it.